With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go. It's Super Bowl 59. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Garoppolo's throw here taken in by Gesicki. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Play action, Garoppolo. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Holcomb. Room here to run. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 37-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. On second down now, Holcomb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, Holcomb. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run the counter. Holcomb. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And take it right on the 30. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 44, Garoppolo. This is caught by Robinson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing his Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now a handoff up the middle. Holcomb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing again on second down. Fields escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Fields. He finds Watson complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw is Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joe Williams. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Garoppolo on 1st down. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Holding offense.
Liam Eichenberg, 2nd-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. He's past the 30, and he will be out of bounds. So no touchdown on a missed field goal return here. And on that wild note, we will come to an end here in the first half of play. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Holcomb found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll keep it on the ground. Holcomb. And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They run the counter. Holcomb will get this up to the 47 and brought down there. On 2nd and 7, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. Holcomb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From left side, taken in by Kmet. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Fields now to throw. This is caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On second down, Holcomb. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Kari Blossingame taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will extend their third quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
It can.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that will be complete.
Great idea. They were trying to throw it to the sideline. They let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Holcomb, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 4th quarter, every drive so critical. You figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's hauled in by Shepard. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just saying, it's easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great check, great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
On 2nd down now, Holcomb, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Does a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll keep it on the ground. Holcomb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now Garoppolo. And Hill with it over the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. He is gonna find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Garoppolo now, first down throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll work this down inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Garoppolo now, over the middle and complete to Waddle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo over the middle. He's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Holcomb. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And these Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.